Okay, so we're saying it has been claimed that TV networks should provide equal time for the presentation of opposing views whenever a TV program concerns scientific issues, such as those raised by the claims of environmentalists about which people disagree. So essentially, it has been claimed that TV networks should provide equal time for opposing views about scientific issues that people disagree about. Cool. However, although an obligation to provide equal time does arise in the case of any program concerning social issues, it does so because social issues almost always have important political implications and seldom can definitely be settled on the basis of available evidence. That's a lot. But we're saying that, hey, the reason that there's an obligation for social issues is because social issues can have important political implications, and oftentimes they cannot be settled just on the basis of evidence. So if a program concerns scientific issues, the program gives rise to no such equal time obligation. Do people read this and automatically the flaw come to mind? So that's where we want to get to. Do yes or no, thumbs up or thumbs down? Brittany's like, no, not yet. What about Lisa? Do you have one that immediately came to mind? Not necessarily even a flaw type, just like fails to consider or a. Victoria, do you? Okay, so let's think about this deeply. So what?
I was just gonna say, like, well, what helped me, I don't know if it's right, but I just was like, well, what if scientific issues have political concerns? So
What? Okay, so what? No, you're right. So when should when is there an obligation to give equal time?
if there's political implications, right?
Yeah, political implications, or that cannot be, like, there's no evidence, right? Right, is that what it said? Seldom be a basis of, yeah. So what are we assuming must be true about these scientific issues?
That they're not political and that there's no evidence that's like up for debate. Like the evidence is absolutely certain.
Yeah, but the evidence is there. Excellent. So if we can say either one of those things, then this weakens his argument because it's like, well, hey, your reasoning sucks. So what answer choice do we like for this one then?
D.
Many scientific issues have important political implications. So I don't love it so, or I like the direction it's going. I don't love the word many, but it then goes on to something stronger and it says, and cannot be definitely settled on the basis of the available evidence. So do we see how that actually is a very strong answer, even though it started mildly? It actually gives us both of our things, which makes it strong too. It doesn't just give us one. Are there any other ones here that we were debating?
I just have a question.
Yes.
Even though money is like relative and like weak, like I have to get out of the habit of like relying on the types of language used because I'll overlook a weaker answer choice, but it still ruins the argument and I get it wrong because of that.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
I think I need to do a better job of saying lead with logic first. And when we're debating between two answer choices, then you go strong. You cannot lead with looking for strong language.
Right. Okay. So then money, even though it's weak, it's still saying like there's some instances.
Yeah. And many can also be like, even though it's weak, it's not like many means for sure one. It could mean a million. Like, but if we had the same exact answer and it said most, that would be stronger. And yeah, in an ideal world, but that's also what makes these questions harder too. You're gonna see less differences in the language strength in the harder questions, unfortunately, because that's what makes them hard. So we had some people say A and B. A says no scientific issues raised by the claims of environmentalists have important political. Oh, this is the opposite of what we want. This would strengthen it. And then B says there are more often there are often more than two opposing views on an issue that cannot be definitely settled on the basis of available. So why is B wrong? Do you know? Brittany, do you know? Did you pick it? No. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, because I made a rash decision and picked one when you said, okay, let's go 55 first.
Oh, okay. 'Cause we don't know we have no idea what issues we're talking about in B,
Yeah,
right?
no, it's definitely wrong.
Okay, good.
No, I was like, oh no, okay, B. No, it was wrong.